Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be diving into this Sunday Night Football Showdown slate. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers going to play the Chargers in LA. Looking forward to watching this game tonight after I get off work. It should be a pretty fun game to watch. I think it's going to be pretty one-sided, though, with obviously Big Ben out for the season and then Mason Rudolph out for this game. So we're going to jump right into this one. If you have not already, please do leave a like on this video. Good luck to everybody. It's 9:13 in the morning right now on Sunday, so good luck to everybody here in about 3 hours and 45 minutes or so. I hope everybody has a very good Sunday, and then we're going to carry that right into tonight. So as always, if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, whether it's Draftkings, FanDuel, Yahoo, any DFS site, or season-long fantasy questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'm happy to give y'all advice when I can. But yeah, let's jump right into this one. Right here at the top of the line, Keenan Allen. We've seen his volume decrease strongly since these first 3 weeks. Kind of sucks. I'm not really happy to see that at all. Granted, one was kind of against a trash team, the other one against a decent secondary, obviously, with Chris Harris there in Denver. But they lost the game, so the game script favored him, and he still only had 6 targets. Not a big fan of that. We also saw Melvin Gordon's return was not very significant on those 12 carries. He averaged less than 3 yards per attempt. So hopefully he gets more involved. We're going to hope to see that. That's more of a contrarian play, I think, in the captain spot. I do like Melvin Gordon in the captain spot. I think this is a get-right game for Melvin Gordon, get back into what we're used to seeing from him. 13.5 is pretty expensive, though, right? 300 less than Austin Eckler, who's been consistent and will probably score. He has a double-digit floor, I think, at least 10 points from him. I would say between the two of them, Eckler obviously is the safer cash play. If I am going to play cash tonight, I'm probably going to be plugging in someone like him at my captain, Keenan Allen, Phillip Rivers, and then kind of working from there. I think you do have to have Pittsburgh exposure. I would rather have Hodges than Connor just in terms of game script. So I'd probably look at something like that for cash. And then for tournaments, I already mentioned Melvin Gordon. I think he's a pretty cool captain play. It makes sense for a get-right Melvin game. And if you can hear my puppy barking, I'm sorry. I apologize for that already in advance. But between Melvin Gordon and Keenan Allen, those are probably my favorite two contrarian captains. I don't see either one of them being that highly owned, especially Keenan Allen. I think Keenan Allen is probably my favorite captain because everybody's going to be playing the game script where the Chargers smoke them. I think Keenan Allen in your captain spot at the 15-6. 15-6 for Keenan Allen, a captain. I'm okay with paying that. I'm going to want to go ahead and plug in Eckler right below him probably, and Phillip Rivers, basically two of his primary pass catchers. And then I already mentioned the game script. I'm still okay with playing the Chargers defense and saying they smoke him, but I think Keenan Allen is going to still go for 100+ and a touchdown. So I think that's actually going to be a fairly contrarian play, and you don't even have to plug Eckler. If you don't want Eckler, you could go Melvin and really try to go for that unique sort of lineup. If we were to take out Eckler here, that's going to leave us, enough to get at least, to Hodges or something like that, and then basically punt with one of the cheap guys. I'm definitely going to be looking. Hunter Henry, we just got news. He's going to be playing. It sounds like he's going to be playing at least. I don't think that they're going to need to work him too much coming off an injury. I hate how some coaches will and some coaches won't. Having a guy like this coming off an injury in a game where they should absolutely smoke the Steelers team, he just should not be overworked. So if he is, it just sucks because I'm not going to have almost any exposure to Hunter Henry. I just don't see why they would play him that much in a game where they don't need him. So if we were not going to go Keenan Allen or Melvin Gordon and captain, though, my third favorite captain and the cover boy of this video, because it is probably my favorite contrarian play in your captain spot for this game tonight, is going to be Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju has not really had a serious game yet this year. Last week was his best one so far, and he had 7 targets for 75 yards and a touchdown and fumbled. I just think that nobody's going to want to play him in captain with this third-string quarterback Hodges in there. We don't really know what he's capable of, Devlin Hodges. He didn't look horrendous when he was in the game last week against Baltimore, but obviously could not, secure the dub. So I think Juju coming in, he doesn't have a horrible matchup, but it's definitely in the less. It's worse than it is good for him. It's a tough matchup for sure. And I don't know who he's going to be seeing most in that Chargers backfield, so I'm not even going to try to call it. But I do think that a lot of people are going to be off Juju. Between him and Connor, I prefer Juju as my contrarian play. I think Connor's also going to be very, very GPP-ish if you want to plug him in captain. But it's between Juju and Connor, I guess, for the more so contrarian play. Probably Connor going to be less owning captain just because of the game script. I think a lot of people are going to sweat how bad Pittsburgh's going to get smashed here. So the game script actually favors Juju. So I'm okay with plugging him in captain and hoping that Hodges slings a couple to him. I don't even think you have to play Hodges below him like a lot of other DFS pros will tell you. They say, if you're going to have the top pass catcher of a quarterback, you want the quarterback behind him. On a slate like this, I strongly disagree with that. I think you could just go Keenan Allen, Phillip Rivers, Eckler. We got 3,500 average remaining. We could go down here. We could plug in, one of the kickers and the Steelers defense or something like that. Hopefully the Steelers defense gets, a couple sacks or a turnover, something like that. Not really in love with the Steelers D. I would probably look to punt just someone that's barely going to play any snaps. We saw Ryan Switzer drop to min price this week. Really sucks after a solid week one. He's actually a family friend, so a little biased towards him. But, I mean, he wasn't even on I don't think he played a snap either of the last 2 weeks after only playing 5. And that was on special teams against the Niners. So there's not any super interesting punt plays unless you think maybe someone like Pope gets some work in late game if the Chargers actually blow him out. If we were to get off of maybe Eckler, I really don't want to get off Keenan Allen. He runs a lot of his routes out of the slot, and the Steelers are notorious for putting a linebacker on a slot receiver. Keenan Allen should absolutely torch him tonight. Like I said, I'm not super concerned with this game script in tournaments tonight. I think that's what everybody's trying to play. Eckler and Gordon, basically, whether one's in captain or not, doesn't matter. They're going to be very, very popular because I think the Chargers are just going to ground and pound after they take an early lead. I'm banking that early lead is due to Keenan Allen. It just makes so much sense to me. These are probably my 3 kind of locks of the slate. I do want Phillip Rivers. I don't care if he throws to Eckler, Travis Benjamin, Keenan Allen. I want Rivers in my lineup. He has such a good floor in a matchup like this. I'm not going to be playing him in captain. I don't really play QBs in captain on Showdown slates except for maybe 1 out of every 10 lineups, 10% of the time. But Keenan Allen and Juju are definitely my 2 favorite captains. I do want to get some Melvin Gordon in this lineup to keep it sort of contrarian for you guys. So if we went into Melvin Gordon here, because I feel like with this lineup, if you go Eckler, other people are going to have that. He's a Phillip Rivers pass catcher. It makes more sense to have him than it does Gordon. Anything you can do to differentiate yourself, Phillip Rivers might go to Keenan Allen. Allen gets tackled on the 3, and then Melvin Gordon pounds it in. You're basically hoping for things like that, the very specific details to come to fruition in these Showdown slates. And then Travis Benjamin, I don't think that he's really worth it at 2,200. He's been getting targets, 2, 3, 2, but he is also that boom play guy. It just takes that one really deep ball to kind of make something happen when you're playing a guy for 2,200, especially Travis Benjamin. He kind of, and a lot of people might hate this, but he's kind of like a Ted Ginn sort of guy. It's either a 30-plus yard catch or it's not a catch. We haven't even seen that this year, so I guess it's not, the most true statement, but that's what it feels like for me when I play Travis Benjamin. It's either he's either going to catch a really long ball and it's going to make his value, crushed, or he's just not going to get that long ball. He's going to catch one ball for 13 yards and just totally miss value. So if we were to play him in this lineup, though, gives us another one of Rivers pass catchers and 5,000 for our last player. Jalen Samuels obviously out for this game. We saw them do a lot of 2 RB sets in that last primetime game they played. We could go Benny Snell here, the second string running back. We don't know how much usage he's going to get. I don't hate the play, though. We could do something like that. Or, of course, I'm always okay with leaving salary on the table in these Showdown slates. We could just go with the Chargers kicker because it's more guaranteed points. Definitely a better floor, I think, than Benny Snell. So, yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts, though. Just to be clear, again, I'm going to kind of do this at the end of every Showdown slate after I ramble. My favorite captains are pretty much right here for tournaments tonight. I want these 3 guys in my captain spot for tournaments tonight. I don't care how many lineups you're building or how many I'm building. I want one of these 3 guys in my captain spot: Melvin Gordon, Keenan Allen, Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm thinking it's a get-right game for Melvin. Keenan Allen going to be coming out of the slot, hopefully exposing that Pittsburgh defense. And then Juju Smith-Schuster not going to be nearly as owned as he should be with a third-string QB in. So good luck to everybody tonight. I hope this video did provide you with some good information going into tonight. If you do have any questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I hope everybody, again, has an amazing Sunday. Let's get this bread. And you have about 3.5 hours or so to go ahead and get signed up over here at DFS Squid. Get my full lineups for tonight. They are posted. Everything is up. Everything is ready to go. It's going to be another takedown Sunday, so don't miss out. It's absolutely ludicrous. I mean, it's been amazing lately. So don't miss out, and good luck today.